Hi everyone, we'll be discussing the last module for your operations tool subject, business game theory. So we'll start with your objectives. I hope you would be able to understand the game theory and its methodology. So we have here game theory by definition. So technically all of us engages in games. But normally when we're referring to as games, you'll tend to visualize Mobile Legends, COD, something like that. But technically, whenever you're engaging into games, you know that you have a chance, you have a competitive chance to win, or if in case you lack skills or whatever, you lose. Okay, so technically, we are engaging to games in case we know that we can win. Okay, at some point. Okay, so game theory is that concept is actually based on the concept of game theory. So game theory models strategic behavior by agents who understand that their actions affect the actions of the other agents. So some applications of the game theory, we have study of oligopolies. So in case if there will be a new entrant, okay. So study of cartels, study of externalities, and study of military strategies, whether to plant bombs, etc. So no worries, I would be sharing to you a good book reference for the applications of game theory, so that you'll be able to visualize its uses. So let's define a game. So a game consists of a player, of course. There'll be no game if there will be no players. Okay, a set of strategies for each player and payoffs to each player for each possible list of strategies. So we have this common two-player games. When we're referring to as two-player games, by the definition itself, it only has two players inside the system. Then they have two strategies for each of them. Okay, so in our study or in this chapter, we would be prioritizing the discussion of two players with two strategies each. Okay, so because this is the basic of game theory. Okay, so again, if in case you would want to drill down to how game theory is actually being made, I would be sharing to you a book reference so that you can visualize how to actually apply it in case or propagate this basic knowledge in case you would want to apply it to a larger entity. Okay, so an example of a two-player game, we have players are called A and B. Player A has two strategies. Example, this is an example, up and down, and player B has two strategies, left and right. The table shows the payoffs to both players for each of the four possible strategy combinations. So this is what we're referring to as a payoff matrix, wherein in this matrix, you'll see that the first player A's payoff is shown at the first. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga payoff ni player A, and then payoff ni player B is yung mga pangalawa. Okay? So, and their respective strategies, this is up, down, and left and right. Okay? So, let's analyze. If A plays up and B plays right, okay, so then A's payoff is 1 and B's payoff is 8. So, similarly, if pinili ni A si B, ang payoff niya ay 2, ang pipiliin ni R, say for example, ang pinili niya ay R, ang payoff niya ay 1. So, okay, so, same naman dun sa iba, though itong si B ay given naman. Okay, so kung mapapansin, medyo parang given na siya. Na yan yung magiging result. Pero in here, you'll see 0, 0. Okay, so si 0, 0, yung siya ang pipiliin ni player A. Okay, si B, si L, 0. Okay, so ang magiging payoff ay 0. For the other, kung sakali ang pipiliin ay U, and L yung pipiliin ni B, 3 at saka 9 yung magiging payoff. So, a play of the game is a pair such that UR, where the first element is a strategy chosen by player A and the second is a strategy chosen by player B. Okay, so what plays are we likely to see for this game? So, first off, ito bang game na to ay possible? Okay, we have option na U ang pipiliin A, Tapos, si B, R ang pipiliin. Mukha bang play yan? Okay, analyze natin. Kung sakaling U, kung sakaling, sige, kay B na lang. Pwede naman either. Okay, halimbawa si B. Si B, if in case si B, ang pinili niya ay right, okay, ang option lang ni A, either piliin niya si U at saka si D, diba? But as you can see, yung um, payoff ni A dito sa una ay 1, dito ay 2. Okay? So, therefore, mas lamang kung ang pipiliin niya, most probably, ang pipiliin niya D. Kung R yung option ni B, D ang pipiliin ni A. Kasi mas mataas yung 2 kaysa sa 1. Okay? So, therefore, this can not, this is not likely to be a play, or this is not likely to be a play. Okay? Next, try naman natin to. Paano kapag ang strategy naman ni B ay right? Okay, strategy right. Tapos, anong pipiliin ni A? Na-analyze na natin to kanina. Kung right ang strategy ni B, most probably D yung pipiliin. So, therefore, itong second one na to, okay, itong second one na to, would likely be a play. Okay? Next naman, analyze naman natin. Ito, 0, 0. Okay? So, 0, 0. So, though ito ay given na, parang alam mo na wala silang magiging benefit pag ito ang pinili. Pero in case si player A, ay ang pinlay niya ay down, okay, halimbawa down. Kaya pagpipilian ay 0 at saka 1 para kay B. Siyempre, pipiliin ni B si 1. Okay, so therefore, this is not a play. And lastly, this one. If in case ang option ni player A ay U. Okay, therefore, mamimili siya 9 or 8. Okay, syempre, mas lamang siya sa 9. Okay, so therefore, this one, this UL will likely be a play. Okay? Next. Okay, so a play of the game where each strategy is a best reply to the other is called a Nash equilibrium. Like what we've seen a while ago, si UL at saka si DR can be credited as a play or a Nash equilibrium or equilibria pag madami. Okay, in our case, equilibria siya kasi dalawa siya. Okay, so Nash equilibrium is UL and DR. Okay? So, but which will we see? Notice that UL is preferred to DR. Obviously, okay? But, what must we then see UL only? Okay? Let's visualize that using the prisoner's dilemma example. Okay? To see if the Pareto preferred outcomes must be what we see in the play of a game. Consider the famous second example of a two-player game called Prisoner's Dilemma, wherein si Bonnie at si Clyde ay technically makukulong. Okay? Meron silang dalawang option. Either mag-speak sila o magko-confess sila o mananahimik sila, which is silence. Okay? Both of them, yun yung option nila. And ito yung mga years na possible. Okay? Sabi daw, dun sa payoff matrix, mahabang statement yan actually, pero ito yung summary na lang. Sabi daw, kung si Bonnie ang pinili ay manahimik or silent, tapos si Clyde, silence din yung pinili, magkakaroon lang sila ng 5 years sa prison pareha. Okay? Which is, okay lang, kasi pareha lang silang 5 years. Okay? Next, pag si Bonnie ay nanahimik, okay, at si Clyde ay umamin na may krimen o kasali sila sa krimen, si Bonnie makukulong ng 30 years, si Clyde 1 year na lang. Okay? Next, pag naman si Bonnie ay nag-confess, tapos si Clyde na nahimik, nag-silent, baliktad naman. Okay? So, 1 year makukulong si Clyde, si Bonnie, si Clyde ay 30 years. Tapos, pag pareha silang nag-confess, we have negative 10 at saka negative 10 o 10 years, 10 years. Okay? So, which plays are we likely to see for this game? Okay, so first off, identify natin ng Nash equilibrium for this game. Okay? Identify natin yung Nash equilibrium for this game. So, pwede natin i-analyze parang ginawa natin kanina. Okay, so halimbawa ay kapag ka ang ang scenario ay etong si Clyde. Ay, si Clyde daw ang pipiliin. Okay, paano pag si Clyde kasi si Confess daw ang pipiliin ni Clyde. Okay, Confess ang pipiliin ni Clyde. So, kung Confess, syempre mas pipiliin ni Bonnie si Confess na lang din kasi 30 versus -10. Okay? So, hindi siya play. Itong part na to, hindi siya play. Okay, next. Pag pinili ni Clyde na mag-confess, tapos confess, pipiliin ba talaga ni Bonnie to? Confess, yes. So, this is likely a play. Ito naman, pag pipiliin ni Clyde, ito na lang, dito na tayo sa perspective ni Bonnie. Pwede naman para baliktad. Pag confess ang pipiliin ni Bonnie, ang pipiliin ni Clyde ay confess. Okay? Mas mababa yun kaysa sa 30 years. Okay? And lastly, if silent yung pinili ni Bonnie, ay technically, ang pamimilian ni Clyde ay S at saka C na -5 at -1. Okay? So, syempre, mas pipiliin niya yung less years, okay, which is -1. Okay? So, technically, ito lang yung play natin. Okay? As you've seen in here. Okay? So, the only Nash equilibrium is inefficient. Okay, so who plays when? In both examples, the player shows their strategy simultaneously. Such games are called simultaneous play games. Okay, but there are games in which one player plays before another player, which is called sequential play naman. Okay, so when we're referring to as sequential play, sinasabi natin sequential play, namili muna yung isa bago ikaw. Okay, so this is an example. So sometimes a game has more than one Nash equilibrium and it's hard to say which is more likely to occur. So when such a game is sequential, it is sometimes possible to argue that one of the Nash equilibria is more likely to occur than the other. So halimbawa ito. Okay? So UL and D are both Nash equilibria when this game is played simultaneously. But pag naman sequentially with A leading and B following, mas okay siya in this format. Mas ma-analyze niyo siya. Supposing player A first, then second. Pag ang pinili ni A ay U, okay? Kung U ang pinili niya, syempre mamimili si B. Okay, kita niya na mas advantageous yung scenario na L. So therefore, pipiliin niya yung 3-9 or the strategy L. Okay? Pag naman D ang pinili ni A, okay, 0 versus 1 ang labanan para kay B. So, therefore, syempre, mas pipiliin na yung R. Okay, so, yun. So, with this, mas makikita nyo na mas pipiliin, though ito ay mas advantageous kay B. Kitang-kitang mas advantageous kay B. Pero most likely, UL yung magiging pass. Okay, kasi advantageous siya both parties. Okay. So, pure strategies. This is our original example once more. So, suppose again that the play is simultaneous. We discovered that the game has two Nash equilibria, UL and DR. So, player A has been thought of choosing to play either U or D. So, but no combination of both. That is as playing purely U or D. So, U and D are player A, pure strategy. Okay, so, but no combination of both. That is as playing purely U or D and U and D are player A's pure strategy. Similarly, L and R are player B's pure strategy. So, must every game be at least one pure strategy Nash equilibria? Okay, let's find out. So, here's a new game. Are there any pure strategy Nash equilibria? So, let's look at it. So, UL, a Nash equilibrium. Check natin. So, no, it's not. So, how about UR? Hindi pa din. DL? Hindi pa din. And DR? It's not. Okay, so the game has no Nash equilibria. in pure strategy. So even though the game does have a Nash equilibrium, but in mixed strategy. So mixed strategy, instead of playing purely up or down, player A selects a probability distribution, meaning that with probability mu, okay, mu u, player A will play up, and probability 1 minus mu u, okay, will play down. So player A is mixing over the pure strategies up and down. The probability distribution mu u 1 minus mu u is mixed strategy for player A. Similarly, ganun din sa B. Okay, testing natin siya dito. Okay, so we have here the given. So we have this game has no pure strategy Nash equilibria, but it does have Nash equilibrium in mixed strategy. So how will it be computed? So let's try this one. So supposing you have U and D and L and R, tapos ito na yung mu or yung probabilities ng each strategy. So let's have U, then for player A, mu 1 minus mu u para dun sa alternate, tas mu L yung isa. Let's compute for this one. So supposing if B plays left, her expected payoff can actually be 2, hindi ko alam kung mu ba, pero some are referring it as u, some are pi. Okay, pero baka kasi ma-deceive nyo yung pi as yung 3.1416, so which is hindi yun yan. Okay, so 2 mu plus 5 1 minus mu u. Okay, so this would be if B plays left. Okay, this would be the scenario. If B plays right. Okay, so again, this is if B plays left. Okay, or ito yon kanina. Okay, so that's 2 u plus 5 na 1 minus mu. So if B plays right. Okay, so if B plays right, so therefore that's 4 u plus 2 1 minus. Okay, so that's it. So next, if we try to analyze kung sakaling if this one would be greater than this one, okay, then B would play only left, okay, so but there is no Nash equilibria in which B plays only left. So B will only play only right, okay, but there's no Nash equilibria in which B plays only right. So there exists, so for there to exist a Nash equilibria, B must be indifferent between playing left or right. So therefore, we have to equate them to see the equilibrium. Okay, so equating them, we have equating them and combining like terms. Pasok ko na ito. 5 minus 5 4 plus 2 minus 2 u. Combining like terms, we have 2 minus 5 minus, lipat ko na siya, 4 plus 2. Okay, and we have 5, negative 5, and positive. Okay, so we have 2 minus 5, negative 3, negative 7, negative 5. Okay. Negative 5. This one is negative 3. Okay, so we have isolating mu. Ito ko na siya lalagay ha, hindi na kasha. Okay, mu is divide both sides by negative 5. Okay, so that would be positive 3 over 5. So this would be the value of your mu u. Okay, so therefore, ito ay 3 over 5. Okay, 3 over 5. Then itong sa kabila ay 1 minus mu lang. So 1 minus 3 over 5. Sorry, I don't have calculator. But let's check in the calculator. 2 over 5. Okay. This is 2. Okay. That's it. So, testing naman natin. So, if A naman daw, if A plays up, his expected payoff is, if A plays, okay, expected payoff is 1 times, okay, plus 0 times 1 minus, sorry, 1 minus, next if A plays down, so that would be 0, okay, 0 plus 3, 1 minus. Same thing as we did a while ago, equate na lang natin sila, okay, to get your Nash equilibria. Okay, so getting the Nash equilibria, equating them, you would be getting 1, di ko na isama yung plus kasi 0 ay wala din naman. So, equating them, so 0 times mu L is wala. Okay, equals 3 minus 3. So 1 plus 3. Okay, if my computation serves me right, that would be 3 over 4. Okay, so 3 over 4 for the L. Okay, and then, so ibig sabihin, so the game's only Nash equilibrium has A, playing mixed strategy of 3 over 5 and 2 over 5 as seen here. Tapos, si B naman has mixed strategy of playing 3 over 4 and 1 over 4. Okay, so again, yun yung magiging distinction nila. So, ito ay 1 minus 3 over 4 minus 1 over 1/4. Okay, so yun yung magiging mixed strategy nila. So, therefore, we can actually state the expected Nash equilibrium payoff using this. So, pwede natin kunin yung possible na items inside. So, if in case, so with that, we can actually compute for the payoff. Say, for example, for 1 and 2, how do we get 9 over 20? Okay, since we've known, I would tally ha, kunin ko lang yung mga mu u, tsaka mu u is 3 over 5. Lagay lang natin dito. Okay, this is your mu u, 1 minus mu u. Okay, and your mu u is 3 over 5. and this one is 2/5, while for L, your mu L, okay, your mu L is 3/4 at saka 1/4. Saka 1/4. So that's 1 minus mu L. Okay, so to get the payoffs for 1, 2, okay, we would get the probability by multiplying your two mu's. Okay, that's mu u tsaka mu L. So that's 3/5 times 3/4. You would be getting 9/20. Okay, so that's how you would be getting it. So again, your payoff from here would be 3/5 times 3/4. That would be 9/20. That's how you would be using it for the rest. The payoffs for 0, 4 would actually be 3/20, then 6/20, and 2/20. Okay? So how about for the Nash equilibrium payoff for the A? So since we've known the probability for each, so syempre, pwede na natin makompute yung expected na A. So with that, multiply lang natin yung magiging payoff ni A. Okay? So kunin natin lahat ng value ni A. So that's 1 times 9/20. Okay? Then plus 0 times 6/20. Okay? And then plus 0 times 3/20. Then 3 times 2/20. Okay, so answer nyo na to kasi mag-0 naman yan. Okay, and calculating it, so you would be getting 3/4. Okay? So next, kunin natin yung sa B. So kunin nyo lang uli yung payoffs niya. So that would be 2 times 9/20 plus 5 times 6/20 plus 4 times 3/20 plus 2 times 2/20. Okay? So, which in turn would be equal to 16/5. Okay, so those are your Nash equilibrium payoffs for each place. Okay? So, how many Nash equilibria? So, a game with finite number of players, each with a finite number of pure strategies, has at least one Nash equilibrium. So, if the game has no pure strategy, Nash equilibrium, then it must have at least one mixed strategy Nash equilibrium. So, that ends the game theory basics. So again, I'll be attaching the applications of this one. So I hope you've learned something from this discussion. Please feel free to ask me on Teams for your questions. Thank you and good day.